What up? Sometimes life does not give you everything you expect. Um, Sometimes stuff happens when you go to work and you can't plan for it. Sometimes you're ready for work early, but then you leave late. It's just an oxymoron sometimes. What is that? I don't know. Look it up. I just know. I just know it sounds like one thing but means another. So, anyways, I'm still fuming from games and waiting till Saturday. Well, I'm actually waiting until Thursday because I don't want the Lakers to lose. But like, reality sets in after the game's over on Thursday, and then I have my son's game that I'm really looking forward to. So, here's what it is. I know I've been doing a little bit better with being able to get a little bit more sleep, resting, even though it's been a little hectic. Like today, I got super sleep in today, and it was all thanks to my wife. Like, I know my kids are home, and I mean, it isn't like when they were younger. Sometimes I wouldn't get a lot of sleep. Sometimes, my kids were just being themselves, and what am I supposed to do? But that's just growing up, and now that they're older, and they have their own things, and they have their own lives. They don't have to intertwine. Nothing intersects, and when they do, it's a bonding thing, because they're always going to have those similar interests because they're brothers, and they have access to the same things. They do the same things for the most part. I mean, it's kind of hard to say, okay, well, one can practice basketball easier than one can practice football, which is true, but the person that's practicing football is working on a lot of things that help them to be able to get quicker, faster, and stronger, whereas basketball players work on technique majority. Not saying they don't work on conditioning, but I think with football, you're running full sprint all the time. You kind of have to have a little bit more conditioning. That's why my kids love football in a sense, because the running helps them with basketball. But my older one is a little bit easier to run a little bit more, just because he was a little bit more adept to soccer. My youngest is like I don't know, like a 4 or 5 sport type dude, but he didn't really like baseball, and soccer wasn't like the top thing. It is something to help him with his footwork, but he just loved kicking the ball, and then that kind of got him into football. Well, I mean, football got him into soccer, but still, vice versa. Kicking the football was one thing that he loved to do too, but he never really transitioned to wanting to be a punter or a kicker or anything like that, which is really weird. But you'd think that you'd like to be able to at least try something like that, but he only practices that by himself. But yeah, I don't know why I get on a rant with making sure my kids are doing everything that they can do for themselves, because I know their mom's there. Like, it's not that type of thing. It's just I want them to be able to keep themselves active at all times. So it's not like they're staying bored or wanting to do other things. I don't know why I put this on first. that, you know, probably aren't going to be beneficial to their life. So like, it's easy to it's easy for them to have access to all this stuff, and then, you know, if anything else, and I'm there, and I have the time, like, they come bug me, and it's not like really bugging, but, you know, like, that's what I'm there for. Like, I am, when I'm available, their last resort, pretty much, in a sense, unless I drag them out, which I'm gonna have to do this summer, except for the times when my kids are probably playing, I don't know, summer sports, whatever they might do. I don't know yet. But it's gonna be a challenge for me. For me, it's it's making sure that I don't hurt myself. It sounds dumb. It's making sure that I don't overdo it. That I probably give more direction than I actually do, because it'll probably hurt me to go full bore every single time. I just won't be able to do that, and I'm not young, so it's not my thing. That's not my future. My future is to help them to get the basics, and then the tools, and then they have all the video footage. The only difference, I think, honestly, even with watching something on tape or video or whatever, it is always the actual speed, the speed of a movement that professional players move at, and because you can see it on TV, but it just doesn't translate right until you actually see it. And then, you know, right then and there, it's just mimicking it. You know, it's trying to get the timing down, because it is that quick, and timing is everything in sports. And so, like, getting it down to a science in your head, or a game in your head, to make it quicker, to make it more streamlined in your brain, that way your body moves at that. So it's like saying, you know, picture the things that you want to have happen in your future, right? You're not gonna, like, dream all day long, but, like, you know, say, hey, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to be, this is where I want to be at, this is what I want to have, whatever. Okay, well, I mean, literally, I could take like 3 seconds. It's like, boom, I have it all. This is what I have. You know what I mean? Like, that's what the vision is. So, like, then you would sense, okay, well, what does it take to get there? And you would just like a slow trickle of getting there. Like, you have your goal, but it's a slow trickle to get there. It's like charging a battery. That's why they call it trickle charge. I think that's what I call it. Anyways, I'm gonna get going. I'm actually a little bit early today. I wanted to take a bath, but I feel like if I would have done that, I would have been a little bit too relaxed, and getting what was it, 8.5 hours of sleep. It's gonna help me to be able to do the bath on my weekend, and then do some training, I guess. I'll be back Monday, probably Monday night. Yeah. Hey, be good. While I'm not here, watch yourselves. Pay attention. I'm just wasting time now. I love you. Peace.